Now we are going for the two classes, that is versions of Supreme Soul, which are the base of our day-to-day meditation. Whatever the point we likes, we can take from that. And during the day, we should churn, we should ask the questions that what he given me a homework today, whether I am doing that homework or not. If not doing, let me go ahead with the homework. So every hour, every 2 hour, at least when there is a break, we should remind ourselves what he told today, whether my solution is there or not. Every day he gives the solution. So let us reading his versions today. Today's date is 17th September 21. Morning only. It is run in the morning class. Om Shanti means I am a peaceful soul. I will listen his versions. Who is the reader in between? Brother or sister, that is not important. Only he is the supreme teacher. Except him, nobody is a teacher. All are students. We all are on the same journey towards, you can say, perfect and complete life. Bab Baba means supreme. Through body of Dada he is speaking. Not Dada, he is not telling anything else here. Madhuban headquarter. Madhu means honey, one means jungle. Balance of both the things. Detachment as well as living in the world. So essence of the whole Mulli, sweet children. We should treat our children as a children of him. He never say bitter children. Never. So to our children also, we should never say them anything which is not up to the mark for the soul. And we treat all others as the children of him. Our children, physical children, where we have responsibility, and other children, his children, soul brother. Brother, Atma, bhai, soul brother, not even sister. If we look to the gender, immediately thoughts may change. So try to see which you cannot see, that is the soul, or ruh, or Atma, or energy. Don't see what your eyes is seeing, that is the body. So it is a unique knowledge to see what we are not seeing and not to see what we are seeing. So sweet children, be dead to the awareness of your bodies. Bodies is not important. If we see the body, immediately demarcation start, boundaries start. That is, break up your love for all impure bodies. This is all bodies. World is going to be transformed because he has come. कयामत का समय, settlement day, या तो धर्मराज का दिवस, almost very near. He given the vision also how the transformation will take place. Otherwise, people will not believe this thing. Still, we are not ready to believe. Go to the movie of Nostradamus. He has given, you can say, more than about 400 prophecies what will happen in the world. And this is his prophecy also. He could not see, but he mentioned so many things which is very, very accurate in this world now. In those days, 80s when movie was there, not up to that level. Now we can see the same kind of preparation what he saw in the movie, what he saw in the prophecy. Same thing, he has given a vision to so many people that this is the transformation of the world, not annihilation. No, destruction is there, but not complete destruction. So he says, old impure bodies. Bodies is made of 5 elements. 5 elements are also not pure here. Pure elements means they will be under total control of the nature, control of us. We have no control. Science has even no control. Science can predict atmosphere or weather, but they cannot change. That is the power of nature. In future, heaven, paradise, we have total control on the nature too. So break up your love for all impure bodies and have a true love for the one Father, that is the Supreme Soul. because we were calling him, please come down, hey liberator, O purifier. Liberate us from the sorrow, purify us because we are impure. And he has come. He is not the uninvited guest. We invited him to come in this world, give the knowledge and power, and to take in a world which is, you can say, pure world, powerful world, peaceful world, where life is there. It is not a piece of abode. World will be here only on this earth only, but time will be different. Golden age and silver age. That is called paradise, heaven, Bahishwar, whatever the name may be. Question of the Murli. What a natural beauty do you children have at that confluence age? This is the confluence age between Iron Age and Golden Age. Approximate, you can say, time period is 100 years. Many times Murli it will come. In future when you read the Murli, it will come 1935. He says approximately 100 years. So what is the natural beauty? To make beautiful body, it's very easy. Within 1 hour or half an hour, we can have everything. But he is not talking about body. So answer is, to remain constantly decorated with the jewels of knowledge is your natural beauty. It is a knowledge, know plus H, not information, which we have to put in our practical life. So he is decorating us with knowledge, with his powers, with his virtues. The faces of those who remain decorated with jewels of knowledge bloom like flowers in happiness. If there isn't happiness, there must definitely be some habit of body consciousness from which all other vices emerge. He says if you are not feeling happiness, means we are entangled somewhere in body consciousness. And you can say the source of the vices is from body consciousness. It is the first step. When we come in body consciousness, then all the vices start one by one. So first vice is body consciousness. Song. When he was coming, he was playing one song every time. Why? Because it is a principle of subconscious mind that subconscious mind will understand more the language of music, language of color, and language of pictures. So music in those days, Brahma Kumaris have not their own songs. Now they have a lot of own songs with knowledge only. In those days, they were playing some movie, filmy songs, and he was explaining not in terms of body, but in terms of soul and supreme soul. So what is the song? The flame has been ignited in the gathering for the moths. When there is, you can say, rainy season is there, people are igniting the flame and moths will come around. Some must surrender, some may give a round and go away. So he says, you are the moth who are surrendering on Supreme Soul. Surrendering means we are considering ourselves as a trustee. He don't want our wealth or money. He says, I have no body. What can I do with your money or wealth? So he don't need the money. He don't need the wealth. He need that we should be soul conscious. We should be completely trustee by considering ourselves as a soul. Everything what we have, that he has given to us. Om Shanti. I am a peaceful soul. The meaning of this song is unique. This song, he is explaining the meaning now. What is love created for? Into bracket, for dying. For whom is your love? Soul's love for whom? For God, because you have to be dead to this world and go to him. All religions say we will die from this world and go to him. Have you ever loved anyone like this, that you would think of dying for that one? He says, Baba says, have you done like this? Would you anyone then want to love? If somebody says you have to die, then soul has a maximum attachment to the body. If there is a choice between, you can say, for the soul between two bodies, he will say, take another's body, don't take my body, because soul has a maximum attachment for the body. From birth, we have taken that body. So he say, would anyone then want to love if we have to die for the love? The meaning of this song is so wonderful. Moths love a flame. They circle around it and then die. You too have to share your bodies when you come to the Father. That is, you share your bodies in remembrance of the Father. We are not sharing, or we are not, you can say, sacrificing our body. We are sacrificing the consciousness of body, not physical body. So he says, remembrance of Father. If you have to die for someone you love, that one becomes like a great enemy. If somebody said, die for me, soul is not ready to die, ready to leave the body. This is why people are afraid. They make donations, perform charities, go on pilgrimages, etc. Why? In order to go to God. When a person is about to leave this body, people tell him to remember God. But whole life we have not remembered him. So at the end it is very, very difficult. Not possible at all. That's the reason when person dies, everybody says remember God. But he is not able to remember because whole life there is no practice. He don't know who is he, who God is really. And no practice. So he is not able to remember. People say, God is so famous. When he comes, he destroys the whole of the old world. You children know that you have come to this university in order to go from old world to the new world. Why we have come in this university? What is the objective, aim and objective? To become a perfect and complete human being like deity or angel. Wherever we believe, they are the perfect and complete living human being. So he says, why he come? To transform this world. The old world is said to be an impure world, hell. The Father shows you the way to the new world. What is the way? Simply remember me alone. We don't have to spend a single penny. We don't have to go on any pilgrimage, whatever religion we believe. We don't have to spend our energy. So no wastage of money, no wastage of time, no wastage of, you can say, any kind of other things. Energy. No wastage of money, time and energy. Simply he says, consider yourself as a soul and remember that is the best charitable act. I am heavenly God the Father. Sons receive wealth, property, a home, etc. from their father, that is physical father, is giving example. But daughters don't receive any inheritance. Generally, female has no, you can say right now, they have passed the ordinance, government, that both should get the inheritance, but no female will take the inheritance. It is law is only on paper. People are not implementing the law. But there, you can say generally male is getting the inheritance. They are sent to another home, females, which means they are not heirs. They are not heirs. They are not getting the inheritance of the father. That one is the father of all souls. Here there is no question of body at all. So there is no question of male or female. So everybody is eligible to get the inheritance as per their efforts. Everyone has to go to him and die. Without changing, leaving this body, we cannot go to him. The Father definitely comes at some point and takes everyone back home. All religion says that he is coming at some time and he is taking back all the souls back home, because there are very few human beings in the new world. Population is very, very low, 0.01 percentage, about 9 billion, approximately 900,000. That's the reason religion believe there is a annihilation. Science says Big Bang theory. He says no, it is not possible. It is a cycle. So cycle never ends. Always rotate and rotate, goes on and on. There are many people in the old world. In the new world, there are very few human beings, but there is a lot of happiness. In the old world, there are many human beings and also a lot of sorrow. We can see what is happening inside the world. This is why they continue to call out. Why they call out him? Because everywhere sorrow. Bapu Gandhi is an example of this one, who was considered to be the father of India. also used to say what he was telling, "O purifier, come," though he was called father of the nation, and he is calling somebody else. He just didn't know him. He was not knowing him, that who is the Supreme. You understand that the purifier is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, and that he is the liberator of the world. Not only Pacific religion, all the souls of the world. He is the Lord of the all souls of the world. It's not that everyone in the whole world believes in Rama and Sita. He is now differentiating what Hinduism believes. That Rama and Sita, they are not God. He is clearly indicating here. It is mistake to say that Rama who belongs to Sita is a purifier. It is a mistake. It is not a right thing. The whole world considers the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, to be the liberator and the guide. All religions believe he is the only one. So that Rama and Sita, they are not gods. They are deities. They are not gods. He liberates you from sorrow. Only he can liberate, not that Ramas can liberate. Okay, who is it that causes you sorrow? Then he asks another question. Who is it who causes you sorrow? The Father cannot cause you sorrow because he is the purifier. Even physical father, our Lokic father, our physical father, no father will think that my children will get the sorrow. So he is the supreme. He is the ocean of mercy, ocean of compassion. So how he can think that he will give sorrow to human being? He cannot. He is the one who takes you to the pure world, the land of happiness. You are the spiritual children of that spiritual father, spirit, soul. As is the father, so are the children, son, soul's father. A worldly father has physical children. You children have to understand that you are souls and that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, has come to give you the inheritance. He comes to give the inheritance of heaven. You should not forget that you are students. We are godly students. He is teaching us, not any human being can teach this thing to any other human being. It remains in the children's intellect that Shiv Baba plays the Murli in Madhuban. So who is giving the Murli? Supreme Soul. He doesn't play a bamboo flute Murli. That what they have given in Hinduism to Krishna. He is not, you can say, playing that bamboo flute. Krishna's dancing and playing the flute is all the path of devotion. That is completely path of devotion. This is the path of knowledge. You cannot say that Krishna plays the Murli. It is Shiv Baba who plays the Murli, Supreme Soul. Plays Murli means he is not putting writing anything, any books he has. Simply he is giving the knowledge by, you can say, saying. So playing. Many good songwriters will come to you. At that time, there were no songwriter for BK. Now, you can say Bollywood, Hollywood, so many people are there who are composing songs for Baba, Supreme Soul, and they are playing. If you go to the different things, you find so many things, so many songs by Gulshan Kumar, this people, that people, or good, you can say, who are, you can say, good singers. They prepare now songs based on complete knowledge. At that time, he says, people will come. Now it is the reality. You mustn't sing the songs of the path of devotion. You have to remember Shiv Baba alone. The Father says, remember me, Alva, Alaf, Allah, Nur, light, Jyoti. Shiva is just a point. He is the point of light. When businessmen write a zero, they say Shiva. In Hinduism, they say like that. They would add zero after one and it becomes 10. Then another point and it becomes 100. So you say, if you remember, your remembrance will match with mine and you will get 10 times, 100 times power. You also have to remember Shiv Baba. To extend that you remember Shiv Baba, accordingly you become very wealthy for half the cycle. So whatever the effort we are going to make, we are going to get the result. If somebody say he is the God, so he will give everything without my effort. He says without effort, It is not in the drama to give the fruit. So effort is very, very essential. And our effort is not to spend the money. Our effort is simply consider ourselves as a soul and do all the actions in His remembrance. That is our effort. There are no poor people there in heaven. All remain happy. There is no name or stress of sorrow there. Forget about the signs of sorrow. No name of sorrow even there. Your sins will be absolved. How absolved? By having remembrance of the Father, and you will become very wealthy. So everything depends on our efforts, present efforts. This is known as earning a true income from the true Father, and that it is this that will go with you. This is the true income, that it will come with us. All human beings go back empty-handed, whereas you have to go back with your hands full. Remember Father and become pure. That is very important. Remembrance, and with His power, our lives should become pure, powerful, and positive. The Father has explained that when there is purity, there will also be peace and prosperity. Purity is the mother of peace and prosperity. Without purity, there cannot be peace, there cannot be prosperity. You souls were at first, you souls were pure at first in the beginning of the cycle, and you then became impure because we came down and we lost our inheritance, what we get it based on our efforts. Naturally, suppose we enjoy anything, the balance will go down. You souls were pure at first, and you then become impure. Sannyasis are said to be semi-pure. All religious souls who are pure, but they are not pure because their body is with the impurity. They have taken a birth with the help of impurity. They are not a pure soul. They are semi-pure. They are living the world, and because of purity, we are bound unto them. Why there is, you can say, so much respect of in every religion of who are pure, because we are, you can say, giving a respect to the purity, nothing else. All the cycle depends upon the power of purity. You have full renunciation. Renunciation means not renunciation of the home, renunciation from mind and intellect. You know how much happiness they have. They have a little happiness, and then there is just sorrow. Those who are semi-pure. In the beginning, any religion comes, they are very, very happy. Sannyas religion came before 1500 years. At that time, they were very, very, you can say, powerful. The devotion was powerful. They were getting even vision with the help of that devotion. Slowly going down, power goes down. Now all are at the bottom. So he says, beginning, power. They have little happiness and then the sorrow. All of that is the path of devotion. On the path of devotion, when they worship Hanuman, give example again, they have a vision of him. Why vision of him? There are so many gatherings of goddess Chandika, cremated goddess. He explained everything, what it means. Chandika means, cremator means, suppose somebody, some special caste is there, who are removing the, you can say, skin of the body, and they are called as the Chandal. Chandal means who are removing the skin of the animals. If we are not soul conscious, what we are doing? We are seeing the skin of the person. Skin of the human being means we are seeing this body. So if we are body conscious, we are, you can say, Chandals, Chandikas. That is the goddess Chandika. Somebody believe in this. There would be an image of her too. Whoever they think of, that one will definitely appear in front of them. So vision people are getting as per their feelings, as per their beliefs, because according to belief they will get the relief. If they get some another vision, they will not believe that they have got the vision. So Supreme Soul is giving the vision according to everybody's belief only, nothing else. That is the power of mind, or that is the power of, you can say, thought. So he says there would be an image of her too. Whoever think of, that one will definitely appear in front of them. However, what would they attain from that? He says, you think what they are going to attain? Many types of gathering takes place, Because they earn their livelihood from them. Why gathering? Everything is being commercialized nowadays. We can see what is happening on different celebrations and everything. All of that is their business. They say that all business is worth nothing except the business of changing an ordinary human into Narayan, but scarcely anyone does this business. So, what is the true business? To transform ourselves from ordinary human being to deity, or you can say angel. After belonging to the Father, you have to give everything to the Father, including your bodies, because you know that you want new bodies. The Father says, you can go to the land of Krishna. Krishna, meaning of Krishna, he says, too much attraction, nothing else. Meaning of everything, whatever narrated in the scriptures of Hinduism, he says everything, all the credit goes to the Supreme Soul. All the meaning of that thing is applicable to Supreme Soul. But they cannot see the Supreme Soul, so they narrated in a physical form and they lost the importance of the same thing. So he comes and explains everything clearly. But only when you souls become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan. Land of Krishna was land of attraction, land of heaven. When it will happen? When our soul becomes Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan. No one in the land of Krishna will call out, make us pure, because heaven, it is a God's kingdom. So there is no need of calling the God. Here, all human being calls out, O liberator, come. Liberate us from this world of sinful souls. You now know that the Father has come to take you back home with Him. He has come why? To take us back home with Him. And who will go with Him? Who make effort to become equal to Him in qualities. It is good to go there. People want peace, but they don't know what peace is. They want peace, but they don't know really what peace is. No one can stay without performing actions. Peace doesn't mean that we have to become sannyasis or we have to leave our household. No, because they are also doing actions when they go there. They are eating, they are sleeping, they are drinking. They are not a real, you can say, ascetic. Peace is in the land of peace, where Supreme Abode. You then definitely have to adopt bodies and perform actions. When soul comes here on this world drama, we have to play our actions. In the golden age, you remain peaceful even while performing actions in heaven. Why? Because we were soul conscious totally at that time. So no action was, you can say, bounding to us. It was a neutral actions. Just like small kid up to 3 months. People experience sorrow when there is peacelessness, and this is why they ask for peace. So here peacelessness day by day increasing because people are becoming more and more body conscious. You children now know that the land of peace is your home. That is our sweet silence home. In the golden age, you have peace, happiness, and everything else. This is the difference between paradise and supreme abode. In supreme abode, purity is there, power is there, peace is there. In the heaven or paradise, additional happiness is there, because without body, we cannot, you can say, enjoy the happiness. So in the paradise or heaven, we have a body, soul has a body, so they can enjoy. In supreme abode, there is no body, either subtle or physical, so only power, peace, purity is there. Happiness, we can enjoy happiness or sorrow when we have a body. So he says, what is the difference between these two? Now, do you want to that or just peace? What we want? Peace plus happiness or only peace? You experience sorrow here, and this is why you call out to the purified Father to come here. Why we call out? Because this is a world of total happiness. But it goes down and down, down and down. So we become sorrowful and we started calling him here. People perform devotion in order to attain God. All the religions, they are doing whatever the, you can say, system and custom are there. Why? To meet him, to attain him. Devotion is at first unadulterated. In the beginning, all religion, They have a pure devotion. And it then becomes adulterated slowly, maturity goes on. The age of religion is more older, more maturity. Look what they do in adulterated devotion. Look how clearly it is shown in the ladder. We saw the picture of ladder. 84th you can say birth. Slowly and gradually going down and down, down and down. However, you first have to prove who God is. Who makes Sri Krishna as he is? Who make the deities or angels like that? Who was he in his previous birth? How they got that thing? Their angelship or deityship, how they got? You have to be very tactful then when you explain this. The heart witnesses those who do good service. Those who study well at the university will definitely go ahead. Suppose school is there, university is there. Those who study good, they will get the good numbers. They have rankers. So here too, it is number wise. Some are even dull heads. Soul say to Shiv Baba, open the lock of my intellect. The father said, I have come to open the lock on your intellect, but your actions are such that the lock doesn't open. Our actions, our practical life is such that the lock of, you can say, intellect is not going to open. So what can Baba do? You have committed many sins. What could Baba do about that? If you tell your teacher that you are not studying, what could the teacher do? A teacher would not have special mercy. All the teachers, they have certain role to play. They can teach, but in examination, they cannot help, cannot teach during the examination. So they don't have special mercy. He might perhaps give you extra time, and you are not forbidden that. Teacher may give you extra time for the tuition. And here too, it is open for you. There are many exhibitions set not in use. Therefore, sit and practice. All books are there. So much study material is there. He says practice from that material. On the path of devotion, some tell you turn the beads of the rosary in the devotion, and others tell you chant a mantra. So many things are there in different religions. Here the Father gives you his own introduction. Khuda. He comes himself and gives his own introduction, gives our introduction, and gives the knowledge of the whole cycle. You must only remember the Father from whom you receive the inheritance. In the golden age, you will have already received your inheritance from the Father from beyond the world, and so there is no need to remember him. There is no need. There is one proverb. Dukh mein simran sab kare, sukh mein kare na koi. All human beings remembers him where there is a pain and sorrow. When there is happiness, nobody remembers him. You receive your inheritance for 21 births, therefore claim your full inheritance from the Father. 21 births we see in the ladder. 1 birth this birth, and 8 birth golden age, 12 birth in the silver. So why we doing the course? Because of this thing. Many things are there which is not, you can say, clarified in the different religion. So he gives clarity first and then give the knowledge. So 7 days course we are doing before this class is why? Because so that you can understand slowly and gradually that what he means. The Father says, never indulge in vice. So we should be very, very careful about our vices. If you develop even the slightest taste for vice, it will increase. Immediately give example what he means. When someone smokes a cigarette once, he is colored by that company, and it then becomes difficult to break that habit. Same way, anything, whatever we are doing, even tea, even coffee, even cigarette, even alcohol, whatever habit we have, same thing going on. They make so many excuses. They are not able to, you can say, escape from that habit. So excuses. You mustn't start any habits, and you must stop all bad habits. Slowly and gradually make a practice, and you can relieve from that habits. The Father says, renounce the awareness of your bodies. This is the main thing. While alive, and remember me. Deities are always offered pure food as bhog. When deities are offered, angels are offered, they are offered as a pure food. We covered this, what we mean by pure food. You too have to eat pure food, because food is the anna as the food, like the mind. So we have to slowly and gradually make our food as a pure food. You children now have to remain as cheerful as flower. So immediately give example what he means. When a girl finds her husband, her face becomes to bloom. When she puts on beautiful jewelry and good clothes, she begins to sparkle. You now wear the decorations of knowledge. So here there is no physical decoration. Here, decoration of the soul with the help of knowledge. In the golden age, you have natural beauty. See the faces of all deities and angels. They have natural beauty. Krishna is also called Sundar. They say Sham Sundar. Sundar means beautiful. The king, queen, princess, and princesses are all beautiful there. Even nature there is Satopradhan. Even 5 elements of nature are also pure. No one here can create natural beauty like that of Lakshmi and Narayan, that is deities or angels. No one can see them with his eyes. Yes, you have visions, but no one can create the identical image through those visions. Yes, if an artist has a vision and he sits and paints at that very moment, it might be possible, but it would be difficult, because all the paints and all materials that is coming from these 5 elements, which are not pure. So it is very, very difficult to create the same, you can say, image what they are seeing in vision. Therefore, you children should have a lot of intoxication. What is the intoxication? That Baba has now come to take you back. You receive your inheritance of heaven from Baba. Our 84 births have now come to an end. When your intellects have such thoughts, you will experience happiness. So happiness depends upon our churning, what we are thinking. You should not have the slightest thought of vice. Slowly and gradually negativity will be removed from us. The Father says, lust is the greatest enemy. All religion believes. Lust is the greatest enemy. This is why Draupadi called out. In Hinduism, there is a character of Draupadi. That is all souls. There is no particular female of Draupadi or Sita or Parvati, what they are telling. It is simply to pass on the message. It is a it is a story between soul and supreme soul, nothing else. The Father says, listen to me alone and relate this Srimad of mine to others. Relate this Srimad, what they are telling in different religion. Father shows son and son shows father. Who is the father? Father Shiva, that is incorporeal. Shiva and Saligrams are remembered in Hinduism. Follow anything that Shiva Baba tells you, follow the Father. What he says, Supreme Soul, follow that. This is his praise. The Father says, sweet children, follow me and become pure. There is no other way without, you can say, soul consciousness to become pure. It is only following me that you will become the masters of heaven. When you follow your worldly fathers, you come down the ladder for 63 births. After the heaven, copper age and iron age, we followed our worldly father. What they were doing, we were doing like that, and we came down birth by birth, birth by birth. You now have to follow the Father from beyond this world and climb up. Only this is the way to climb up. You have to go back with the Father. The Father says, every jewel is worth hundreds of thousands of rupees. What is telling? It costs too much. It is very, very valuable. So there we are not considering in terms of any money, but you can say it is invaluable. The Father explains to you every day. What he explains? Sweet children, first of all, give everyone the introduction of the two fathers. Who are the two fathers? Worldly father gives you an inheritance to become impure, whereas the Father from beyond this world gives you the inheritance of becoming pure. He comes, he gives the introduction, and through soul consciousness and through his remembrance we become pure. There is so much difference between two fathers, earthly father and father from beyond. The father from beyond now says, become pure. Those who indulge in vice are called impure. Definition of impurity. Your mission is to show impure people the way to become pure. First we have to become pure, and then we have to show the way to others. The Father from beyond also now tells you to become pure. Since destruction is just ahead of you, what should you do? You should definitely follow the directions of the Father from beyond. At the exhibition, ask them to write this promise. Exhibition, what they are doing? When there is a big gathering there anywhere, they are putting the exhibition what we explain to you through different pictures. And sisters and brothers will stand there in the group of 5 or 10 people, one picture, then another picture, then third picture, like that in exhibition. They are explaining the pictures what we covered on internet, in Skype. So they are doing the same thing physical at that time. So Baba says, at the exhibition, ask them to write promise, will you follow the Father from beyond? Will you stop being impure? You should write, only the Father guarantees this. Only He can guarantee us to become pure. You too can guarantee this because we are His children. Why do you become impure? So that you then have to call out for the purified to come. If we become impure, then and then we have to call out. Everything depends on the purity. Whole cycle depends on the power of purity, nothing else. When the whole human souls are 16 celestial degrees full, they are, you can say, golden age. 14 degrees silver age. 8 degrees copper age. Almost going down and down to zero now. It is iron age. End of the iron age. Now he comes, and in one birth only, he gives us the full power of him and making a lift or elevator for us. So immediately we can go back home with him and again come to play our parts. So everything depends on purity. Every day you children should continue to be happy that the Father is giving you your inheritance of heaven. So it depends upon the, you can say, our intoxication. Acha, to the sweetest, so Murli is over, to the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children. Again he says sweetest children. So our, you can say, all transaction with the people, including our children, as a they are children of him, children of the Supreme Soul. Beloved, all are, you can say, beloved of the same lover with the Supreme Godfather. Long lost, we have been lost from him since last 5,000 years. He is coming and we are meeting him. And now found children, love, remembrance and good morning. He is conveying his love, divine love, his remembrance, and saying his good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. He is playing all the role of mother, father, friend, everything, all the role, teacher. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. Father is the, you can say, servant of the teacher, servant of the children. He is, you can say, rearing up them, making them qualified, making them equivalent to society, who can do, you can say, good thing for the society. So they are servants of the children. So Father says namaste to the children. The spiritual children's love, remembrance, good morning, and says namaste to the spiritual father. Now, essence for dharana. What he covered in the Murli, whole class, that is essence is here. If you don't have the time sometime, you can go at least through this. You can get many good points from the class here. Number one, don't start any bad, dirty habits. He says, beware about your habits. If you have any dirty or bad habits, it's difficult to leave that habit. So don't start with that habits. Renounce the awareness of your body while alive. We are living in this body, but we have to make effort to consider ourselves as a soul. Remain as cheerful as a flower. We can see the flower, always, you can say, cheerful. He says, if you remain soul conscious, There is no question of anything else. If we are coming in body consciousness, you can say that cheerfulness will be lost. Point number 2, follow the Father from beyond this world. What he says, follow him and become pure. Make a promise to follow his Srimad, elevated directions, and inspire others to do the same. First follow, put in practice in our life, and then inspires others, inspiring by words, by mind, or by actions. If some people give a message, don't believe, he said, don't worry. Everybody will not take the knowledge. So our duty is to pass on the message. If not accepting, it is a relationship between that soul and Supreme Soul. Our duty is over. Our duty is to pass on the message that he has come. Somebody don't accept, don't worry. It is his duty, that soul's duty and Supreme Soul's duty, not our duty. Our duty is to pass on the message, to share the message. Every day one blessing. Today's blessing, may you be constantly powerful soul who makes the atmosphere pure. So with the powerful soul who make the atmosphere pure with your elevated attitude. So attitude is very important. An attitude coming from thoughts. Jaisi smruti, vaisi vritti. Jaisi vritti, vaisi drashti. Jaisi drashti, vaisi kruti. Or jaisi kruti, vaisi srushti. So everything starts from our thought, awareness. So awareness will lead to us attitude, what we are seeing in this world. And from attitude, we can see through our eyes, that is vision. And through vision and attitude, we are doing actions, means our kruti, means actions will be there. And according to actions, one person do, second person do, third person do, whole world will be created like that. So everything starts from the power of thought, power of mind. So he explains, those who remain constantly stable in their elevated attitude cannot be shaken by any atmosphere or vibrations. If we are very strong from inside, from our attitude and our awareness, nobody can shake us, either from outside atmosphere or anybody is there, their vibrations. An atmosphere is created through your attitude. If your attitude is elevated, the atmosphere will become pure. As you think, so shall you become. And what will happen? Our thoughts will pass on in the nature. So our environment, our atmosphere will become like that. Some say, see what some children are saying, what could I do? Because the atmosphere was like that. And because that atmosphere, my attitude was disturbed. See the answer. At that time, instead of being a powerful soul, you become a weak soul. There is an effect of somebody else on you. Actually, your effect should be on somebody else. And reverse is happening because our soul is becoming weak. So he says, you become a weak soul. Therefore, make your attitude powerful with the awareness of your promise to him, promise to the Supreme, Almighty Authority, and you will become powerful. So always keep company of him. Always have awareness that he is with me, I am not alone, and he is the Supreme Almighty Authority. And we are not doing anything bad or anything hurting or anything harm to anybody else. We are always thinking in a positive, peaceful, powerful way. So our attitude are always beneficial. So we should not lose that awareness, that attitude. Every day one slogan, to become an embodiment of virtues and make everyone an embodiment of virtue is to be a great donor. You don't have to donate the money or wealth, anything else. What he says, embodiment of virtues. Embodiment means swarup. We will become the embodiment of that thing. As for example, suppose we say I am a peaceful soul. So we should experience that peace, and even the person who are against us, they should also experience that peace. There is no need of speaking even I am a peaceful soul. Just you think I am a peaceful soul and they will get the peace. So that is the embodiment of virtues. So he says, To become embodiment of virtues and make everyone embodiment of virtue is to be a great donor. No need to spend even a single penny. So in this way, he is making us great donor. So every day we should read the Murli, or we can listen the Murli, and out of this whole Murli, we take 2 or 3 points. Suppose he told in the Murli, in the beginning, that you should lose your body consciousness, die alive. Means we are soul, not this body. Then he told, you can say, makeup. Makeup of what? How to become a beautiful, not the body. He told that make yourself powerful in thoughts with the help of knowledge. What he is giving to us, by that we have to become beautiful. So whatever the point we like, suppose he said embodiment, then he said powerful thoughts, whatever we like, 1, 2, 3 points we should take. And during the day, when we go to the work, when we go in the society, whether it is working or not, whether my stage is becoming steady, or somebody is coming and disturbing me and I am losing my stage. We have to check every day and go ahead slowly and gradually, 0.01%, 0.001%, some improvement every day, one step ahead, and one day will come, we will become what he wants. And that is the complete and perfect human being, nothing else. Acha? Om Shanti. So any question, anything we wanted to discuss, we can go ahead.